here is our safari bus.
Hey Jumbo everyone, good morning. My name's Brian. I'll be your safari guide.
Well, Kelly is not pink and sparkly, but it'll do. Oh, hi fabulous friends. Princess Tessa here with another fabulous video. So today's fabulous adventure, we're going on the Kilimanjaro Safari here at Animal Kingdom Park. So let's go on this fabulous adventure. Now on with the show. Alright fabulous friends, so we are here on our ride vehicle, so we're going to get to see some fabulous animals.
Come together, so thank you so much for joining me on this Thanksgiving Day on Kilimanjaro Safaris. If I have any junior safari guides on board, if you'd like to help spot for the animals, the spotting guide is directly above you. Unfortunately, the way the animals migrate, we don't always get to see all of those animals, but I usually have a rather timid and shy, so I whisper the majority of the safari on this section. I don't want to startle the animals. I want the animals to get as close to our truck today as possible. On the left-hand side, the beautiful crimson animal is known as the bongo. Ba-dum-bum. Friends, that's supposed to be funny. Bongo, percussion instrument. Ba-dum-bum. Anyway, its real nickname is the ghost of the forest. On the right-hand side of the bank, you'll see the okapi. Although the okapi has a beautiful zebra-like stripe, the okapi is not related to the zebra. The okapi is the only living relative of the giraffe. How, you may ask? Well, it has a prehensile tongue like the giraffe. Friends, I'll teach you more about the prehensile tongue of the giraffe and the okapi when we actually see a giraffe. And friends, I was told this morning that our truck is packed and ready for a 2-week safari. If that's okay with you friends, say whoop whoop. Whoop, whoop. And by the way, whoop whoop is a sound that the zebra makes, and it gives us good luck to see animals. On the left-hand side, you'll see a black rhinoceros over there. The black rhino is the smallest of the rhinoceros species. It weighs only 3,000 pounds. Only 3,000 pounds. On your right hand side is the second tallest antelope. Those are greater kudu, standing 55 inches tall from hoof to shoulder. Those are females since they don't have antlers, the greater kudu. Now friends, I know a great waterfall up ahead near the Safi River where I usually have pretty good luck spotting for the hippopotamus. Would you like to go looking for the hippopotamus this morning? Say whoop whoop. Whoop, whoop. Awesome, let's get going. Now friends, up ahead you'll see there's a fork in the middle of the road. Usually I go to the left. Some days I go to the right. Today you guys look adventurous. We are gonna go straight. Now, whenever I take an adventure, I always get lost. But we have a saying around here. We like to say Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata means no worries. After all, we're packed and ready for a 2-week safari. Whoop, whoop. Well, luck is on our side. On the right-hand side, on the bank, you're going to get an up-close view of the hippopotamus. Now, friends, did you ever play the game Hungry Hungry Hippos? Well, it's true. The hippopotamus eats a lot. They eat 80 to 90 pounds of foliage a day until they weigh 5,500 pounds. A group of hippos, that group of hippos is called a bloat. A bloat of hippopotamus. On the left-hand side is another bloat of hippopotamus. And there's a baby hippo over there. Her name is Greta. Greta, when she was born, was 85 pounds. Again, a group of hippos is a bloat. Now, the way I remember that, friends, is the hippopotamus really can't swim. They actually walk along the banks of the river and they float. And the word float rhymes with float. Good job. On the island are the pink-backed pelicans. Now, friends, just a kind reminder, please keep your hands inside the truck. We normally see the Nile crocodiles along the banks of this river, and we really don't want any close encounters with them. Nile crocodiles on the left-hand side, keep your hands in. Those Nile crocodiles will grow to be 20 feet long, weighing 600 pounds.
Ooh.
They have the most powerful jaw bite of any animal. Their bite is equal to 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, friends. Their bite is bone crushing. We are no longer traveling slowly. Let's get out of here. Twende, let's go.
Twende.
Kids, this really is not a good place to set up camp today. So close to them Nile crocodile. I'd suggest that we head out of the Ancholy forest and head over to the savannah. What do you say? Now up ahead, this huge tree that we've not seen before is called the Baobab Tree. The Baobab Tree is leafless up to 9 months out of the year, and this tree can actually hold up to 30,000 gallons of water in its trunk, like a water tower, that the animals actually need to survive the dry season here. The nickname of that tree is the tree of life. We all need water to survive. Well, this is my favorite spot on your safari today. It's called the Savannah Overlook, and you can see for miles. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? The huge cattle with the huge horns are called Ancholy cattle. Although their horns are huge, they're really not that heavy. They're actually honeycomb on the inside, and the animal, by pumping blood into the horn, that's how they regulate their body temperatures. Friends, the Ancholy cattle as a species goes all the way back to the Egyptian time period. The Ancholy cattle are the only domesticated animal here on the reserve. They were domesticated by the Watusi tribe, sometimes actually referred to as Watusi cattle. Now up here on the left-hand side, friends, there's a cave through the shrubs. I heard this morning that there may be some animals sleeping in the cave. There are what my friends call the African wild dogs. I don't find these dogs to be wild though. In the morning when these dogs get awake, they will individually greet one another. And that pack of dogs, until every dog has greeted every dog, that pack of dogs will not go about their business. I always call them the painted dogs. They're not wild, they are the painted dogs. On the left-hand side, in the distance, the chestnut-colored animals are the Sable Antelope. Those are the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, and their curved horns deter the predators from jumping on their back. Also on the left, you'll see the Hartman mountain zebra. You already know the sound they make. They go whoop whoop. How do they go? Whoop whoop. Now, is a zebra black with white stripes or white with black stripes? You gotta look at their nose.
They're all running. You see them over there?
That's actually a black zebra with a white stripe. Those little antelopes that were running, I'll talk to you about them when we head over there and get closer. Let's talk about the Termite Mounds. The Termite Mounds on the right and left-hand side. A lot of times I get the question, hey Brian, what are they made out of? Well, it's not the first thing that comes to mind. It's actually number 2. It's made up of animal dung, red clay, and saliva. They get to be as hard as concrete. The animals use them as a scratching post. Anybody need a back scratch today? I'm gonna pass. Again, the Ancholy cattle on your right. Now these little antelope up ahead are actually full grown. I had a young girl on board a couple weeks ago, and she sat forward and she said, hey Brian, over there's a s'more. I said, a what? She goes, it's a s'more. Yeah. I said, a what? She said, Brian, it has a graham cracker on the top, a marshmallow belly, and a chocolate stripe. Well, the little girl was correct. It looks like a s'more, but it's actually called a springbuck. And that's actually how they run. They don't run like normal antelope. On 4 legs, they spring 6 feet in the air and leap 13 feet at the same time. It's called pronking. They spring and leap and spring and leap and spring and leap. You get the idea. Oh my! When you're 18, you need to be a safari guide. Directly in front of me is a Maasai giraffe. A Maasai giraffe is identified by its jagged, irregular coat. No 2 giraffes have the same coat pattern. It's almost like a fingerprint. I'm gonna stop. Don't want to startle the giraffe this morning. How beautiful is that, friends? A group of giraffes is called a tower of giraffes.
There's a baby one over there.
How beautiful. A group of giraffes is called a tower of giraffes. They grow to a towering height of 20 foot tall, making them the tallest mammals in the world. Ironically, friends, though, they have the same number of vertebrae in their neck as we have in our necks as human beings. We have 7, they have 7. Theirs just is a little bit larger than ours. On your left-hand side is the baby giraffe. His name is Humphrey. Say morning, Humphrey. Happy Thanksgiving.
Good morning, Humphrey. Happy Thanksgiving.
When Humphrey was born, he was 6 foot tall. And within his first hour of birth, he was able to stand and walk. Now, friends, last night on my last safari, these huge trees were not knocked over. There's only one animal that's large enough to knock over a tree that size. Let's head on in and see if we can sneak up on them, kids. On your right-hand side, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? It is an African elephant. The African elephant has large blood vessels on the back of their ears, and by flapping their ears, they literally can lower their body temperature by 15 degrees. Man, I wish on a hot day on safari I'd be able to flap my ears, let me tell you. On the left-hand side are the mandrills. There's a baby mandrill over there with its mother. Beautiful purple and red snout. The male weighs 100 pounds, where the female only weighs about 40 pounds. The mandrill is the largest of the monkey species, the mandrill. We're going to head down to the red clay pits, friends. Sometimes more of the elephants like to hang out down there. Oh no, the road's closed. Nobody told me about that this morning. We're going to be taking another detour. It's going to get bouncy, friends. I don't know this path, but I know it does get bouncy. Hakuna Matata, no. Oh no, there's a rickety old bridge also. This bridge was not on our map, kids, this morning. Whoop, whoop. There's no room to turn around. I'm going to hold my breath. You may want to cross your fingers and lift your feet up, because here we go. Everybody okay back there? Whoop, whoop. All right. It's good you friends have good luck. We're going to head down to the red clay pits. I wasn't sure about that rickety old bridge this morning. Here on the right-hand side, you'll see the elephants were digging with their tusks in the red clay pits. The elephants actually eat this red clay as a mineral subsidy to their diet, like you and I take vitamins to stay healthy. Let's keep a lookout. They've got to be close by. Beautiful morning here. Sun shining through those baobab trees. How do the animals drink water from a baobab tree? Well, the elephants have no problem because they just punch a hole in the side of the tree with their tusks. But what about the animals that don't have long tusks? Well, friends, by chewing on the branch and the roots actually become a straw, enabling them to get water out of the tree. Speaking of water, kids, there's a water hole up ahead. You may want to lift your sneakers up again so they don't get wet. Hakuna Matata. I'll take it pole, 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 pole means slowly, slowly.
Look at the duckies.
Oh my, there are a lot of greater flamingo on the lagoon this morning. A group of flamingo is called a flamboyance. A flamboyance of flamingo. If you find that to be humorous, friends, you should try to say flamboyant flamingo 5 times really fast. Well, let's give it a try. Are you ready? Flamboyant flamingo. Okay, somebody's had a little too much practice. Now, friends, a flamingo's beautiful pink color turns that color because they eat brine shrimp. Brine shrimp is high in beta-carotene, turning everything pink. When they're born, they are actually born totally gray. We're going to head into the eastern side of the savannah. The animals here are quite different. Over there in that mud wallow is a huge hoofprint of the white rhinoceros. The white rhino is substantially larger than the black rhinoceros that we just saw. Do you remember? The black rhino weighed only how much? 3,000 pounds. Well, the white rhino weighs 4,000 to 5,000 pounds and it runs at a crashing speed of 35 miles an hour. A group of rhinos is called a crash. On the right-hand side is the Bonte buck. They are almost extinct. There's only 2,000 of them in the world anymore. They're being poached for their fur. We're going to head over to the Kopi. Hopefully we get lucky with the Kopi. Now, friends, this is a real truck. I'm a real driver, and I'm really driving this truck. So I'm going to keep us safe. I'm going to keep my eye on the road, but keep a lookout. Sometimes the animals like to lay over there under the trees. If you see anything, just call out, "Hey, Brian," and point.
Hey, that way.
Oh, there is something moving over there. It is a cheetah. Good job. That cheetah can run 60 miles an hour and it can get up to that speed in only 3 seconds. They're rolling there on the bank.
No, they're not babies, they're grown.
They do all of their hunting during the day, friends, so let's get out of here. Friends, we're heading to the Kopi. I can't promise you we're going to see lions on the Kopi this morning. Are you aware that in the last 25 years, we lost half of the lion population in the world? 25 years ago, when the Lion King movie first came out, there were 40,000 lions. Today, there's only about 20,000 lions. Friends, the lion...
OMG, fabulous friends. This was by far the best safari I've ever gone on here at Animal Kingdom Park. I am so excited that I got to share this fabulous day with you in this fabulous safari. I hope all of you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, please give us a big giant thumbs up, because with every thumbs up adds an extra sparkle to my tiara. I hope all of you dream big, live your story, and I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous day. And happy holidays from all of us here at Princess Tessa's Fabulous Life. Bye, y'all!